Hi anime fans, first of all sorry because I haven't uploaded any videos in a while due to some health problems. I know there are not many members but sorry for you all. Today I am going to review all pre-time skip arcs in this video. I will try to review post-time skip in next video. I will update the timings and date in comments. Pre-time skip era was so enjoyable and it has so many fun moments which post-time skip lack. We have been seeing so many foreshadowing in this time. This is all about pre-time skip. Let's review all arcs in basis of 25 points where 5 points are for pacing. I am only allotting 5 points for pacing because One Piece pacing is not all that good. 10 points for animation, which One Piece has up and downs now. Next and final thing is storytelling, which I will allot 10 points. Storytelling includes character development, story, arc importance to the story, and so on. That's enough. Let's get started. First arc is Orange Town, where main antagonist is legendary Buggy the Clown, who is strongest character Luffy ever fought, but unfortunately, Buggy never used his full power in this series. I wish he is the only One Piece in One Piece. Hey, we found the One Piece. It's none other than Buggy. Jokes aside, this arc was pretty good. I mean, in viewing experience, it is the time when Toei adopted 2 chapters per episode. It was when the arcs were just 5 to 10 episodes. I will easily grant 5 out of 5 points in pacing round. Next is animation, here where it lacks a bit. Its animation was pretty old for present standards. It was in 4:3 ratio, but there are webs that provide 16:9 ratio also, even though it's not so good. I will grant 6 out of 10 points in this round. Storytelling was pretty lame at this point, but better than My Hero Academia. If you don't know, I am a big hater of MHA. Let's get back to topic. One Piece world was just building at that time, so I will grant here 5 for 10 points. Totally we are getting 16 for 25 points. If you make it for 100, you will get 64 for 100 points, which is pretty good in my opinion. Not so bad. Not at all bad. Next arc is Syrup Village, which in my opinion is the worst arc of One Piece because its antagonist is Kuro, who is actually a cat. It's not relevant arc to One Piece. I mean, it doesn't connect to story except Usopp joining Straw Hats. Even Orange Town arc has a bit information that Buggy is friend of Shanks. First is pacing. It has only 9 episodes and it adopted 2 chapters per episode. Even though it feels very draggy in my opinion. So I will grant it 3 for 5 points in this round. Animation was a downstep from Orange Town. Usopp was weird in this arc and Luffy attacks were like monkey attacking cat. So I will grant it 5 for 10 points in this round. Storytelling. It has one of the worst storytelling in whole One Piece. Kuro's cunning plan and Usopp bravery like cat sneaking into the house and then me attacking that cat, but it scratches me to death and my mom appears and smashes it to death. Pretty good story, right? I will grant it 3 for 10 points here. In total we are getting 11 for 25 points. For 100 we will get 44 for 50 points, which even less than half. It's just a disaster in One Piece. Not at all good. Moving to next arc, we have Baratie, which is where One Piece was picking up little by little, and it has the villain Don Krieg, who thought Mihawk used a devil fruit, but he was not. We also see Sanji is recruited by Luffy in this arc. In pacing, it was good. I will easily give 4 for 5 points. It hasn't took many episodes to cover this arc from manga. Yes, it deserves this many points. Next is animation. It was pretty old for present time, but it's good in my opinion. I will grant it 6 for 10 points in this round. Next is storytelling. This is the point where One Piece was heading to become a masterpiece. It is easily one of the well written arcs in the story. I will grant it 6 for 10 points. We also have seen the Dracul Mihawk and a one-sided fight of Zoro. In total we are getting 16 for 25 points, which makes 64 for 100 points. which is pretty good in my opinion. Moving to next arc, we have the first One Piece arc which broken my expectations. It was cool and amazing at same time. All through the villain was a shark and who has highest power in East Blue and has one of the highest bounty in East Blue. I am talking about Arlong, the strongest member in East Blue. Pacing was very good in this arc. It completed in 10 episodes, which is very impressive. I will grant it 4 for 5 points in this round. Next is animation. It has casual animation of One Piece. I will grant it 6 for 10 points in this round. Next is storytelling. It is very nice because it told the past of Nami and Arlong. We also get introduced to concept of warlords in this arc. So I will grant it 7 for 10 points in this round. In total we get 17 for 25 points, which for 100 we get 68 points. It is very good arc in my opinion. So let's move to next arc, that is Launch Town arc, which is a good arc where we got introduced to Dragon, Smoker and so many things. First is pacing. I will grant it 4 for 5 points because its pacing is pretty good. It completed in just 10 episodes. Next is animation. Here it's somewhat dropped than Arlong Park and Baratie. It's average. So I will grant it 5 for 10 points in this round. Storytelling of this arc was just awesome. It told us about the Marines more and more. I will grant it 5 for 10 points in this round. I can't give more than this because it lacks fighting. In total we get 14 for 25 points. For 100 we get 56 points, which is average in my opinion. Here starts the real deal because here where Grand Line is started and we go to the first island, Alabasta, which was like legendary after watching average arcs. But in my opinion, here where the big deals start. Really big deals. First is pacing. Again here is where One Piece gradually lost its pacing. It was pretty good, like it completed in 30 to 40 episodes, which is good but not so impressive. I will grant here 3 for 5 points. Second is animation. It's like they tried to improve animation but it's still old for present time. But fight animations improved slightly. I will grant 7 for 10 points here. Final thing is storytelling. It's Grand Line, man. Everything is grand and story is grand. We have seen Crocodile, who is awesome, and fight between Mr. One and Zoro. It's the best. Never forget the days. It's far better than any MHA fights. I will grant here 8 for 10 points. In total we are getting 18 for 25 points. For 100 we get 72 points. It's just awesome. What should I say, guys? Okay, now let me say my opinion. I have just seen MHA that time and I thought it's the best anime. Until Launch Town arc, I thought both are equals. Like story is same. But after seeing Alabasta, it all started. One Piece was my number one anime at this point. Now let's get into another arc. It's Skypiea. It's some controversial arc because it is skipped by so many people. But I saw it. It was pretty good arc. Actually for pacing I will grant 3 for 5 points. Its pacing was average. Next is animation. It's slightly a downfall from Alabasta. So I will grant it 6 for 10 points. Next is storytelling. I will grant 5 for 10 points in this round. There is not much to say about this arc, but it was good. I will grant 14 for 25 points for this arc. For 100 we get 56 points. Eneru was a good villain and it's a good arc. Next we have the legendary, elite and top 5 arcs of One Piece. I am talking about Water 7 and Enies Lobby. What I have to say, these arcs were god tier arcs. Let's break down these two arcs and give points for them, both at once. First is Water 7 arc. It's a legendary arc where we have seen sorrowful fight of Usopp and Luffy. We also see CP9 betraying Tom and I was just shocked in this arc. Shock after shock, everything happened in an instant. It deserves in top 5. Next we have Enies Lobby. It's just awesome. We have seen Gear 2nd and 3rd in this arc. We have seen Ohara in this arc. We got loose of One Piece in this arc. We have seen the past of Robin. We have seen what Buster Call is. And we have seen how dark the world government is. It's just awesome. No words to describe. I will give 3 out of 5 points in pacing. It was pretty slow and fillers were in middle of arc. Even though it doesn't feel that slow because of events in Ennis Lobby were on next level. Animation. Here where One Piece changed its animation. Here where it became better in animation field. It transformed from 720p anime to 1440p anime. Its animation was an upgrade. I will give 8 for 10 points in this round. Next is storytelling. I won't repeat the same, it's just awesome. I will easily give it 9 out of 10 points. In total we are getting 20 for 25 points. For 100 we get 80 points. Next arc is a funny and tricky one to rank because it's somewhat lame and a big shock was in this arc. It's like when a beat drops in a song. It's an above average arc. First is pacing. Its pacing is very disappointing. It feels so slow at a point. So I will grant it 2 out of 5 points. I can't give more than this. Second is animation. This arc animation was so good. I really liked it so much in terms of animation. So I will give it 8 for 10 points in this round. Final thing is storytelling. It's not the best or not the worst. It's above average. Entry of Kuma made everyone shut their mouths. And Zoro scene made nothing happened. I will easily give 7 for 10 points in this round. In total we get 17 for 25 points, for 100 we get 68 points. It's a funny and enjoyable arc. Next arc is best short arc ever created in anime history. Remember, I am not mentioning One Piece, I am mentioning anime history. It's none other than Sabori Archipelago. It's just a masterpiece never created in anime again except in One Piece. It's just an 15 episodes arc which carried 100 episodes worth storyline. First is pacing, it just feels banger. Every episode and chapter is a banger. Nevertheless, the adoption of anime was also so awesome. I will easily give it 5 out of 5 points in this round. Second is animation, it just feels fluid in this arc because it feels like you are running a 60 FPS movie. I like it but some members hate it. But in my opinion, I will give it 8 for 10 points. Final thing is storytelling. Oda kept entertaining every chapter by placing one or another thing in that specific chapter. I loved the storytelling. I will grant 21 for 25 points in this round. For 100 we get 84 points. This arc deserves this many points. Next is Amazon Lily, which is an average arc. I don't wanna waste my time on it. In pacing, I will grant 4 for 5 points. It moved pretty fast in 10 or 20 episodes. Next is animation. It carries the same animation as Sabori, so it will too get 8 for 10 points. Final thing is storytelling. It's just average. It told us about Ace and so many things about Warlords. So I will give 5 for 10 points in this round. So we get 17 for 25 points in this arc. For 100 we get 68 points. It was pretty average. Next arc is most funniest and sorrowful arcs in One Piece. This arc portrays us how weak Luffy is, how far still his journey is. The fight between Luffy and Magellan is so sorrowful. It's another masterpiece. I am talking about Impel Down. In pacing, it gets 4 out of 5 points in this round. It was so funny that I almost forget about pacing. It's so sorrowful that I even forgot my homework. Jokes aside, moving to next thing we have animation. It again carried same animation as previous arcs, which is just awesome. Even awesome than MHA seasonal animation. We can feel the smoothness in that animation. I will grant 8 for 10 points in this round. Final thing is storytelling. Here where it is started, I mean Summit War and rescuing of Ace. Every chapter was very interesting. I haven't even filled 1 second bored in this arc. I will grant 9 for 10 points in this round. In total we get 21 for 25 points. For 100 we get 84 points, which is considered very high than normal. Very high. There is still more in this wonderful first half. Let's see the final arc in first half of One Piece. I am now going to talk about the legendary arc Marineford. It's better than MHA War, Great Shinobi War and every war in anime history. We have seen Death of Ace, which anyone not expected. We have seen 3 admirals in action. We have seen Whitebeard wrecking Marineford. We have seen how weak Luffy is. We have seen Marco. If I say everything, this list will never end. So let's directly get into the rounds. First is pacing, believe me or not, every episode was a banger. I will easily give 9 for 10 points in this round. Its manga was like rapid fire, every 1 week a new chapter. Nearly less breaks took by Oda than usual, it's just insane. Second is animation. Here also it cracked the charts. It's 100% improved. Luffy facing 3 admirals was animated very awesome. Even awesome than manga panel. I will easily give 9 for 10 points. Final thing is storytelling. Easily 9 for 10 points, no conditions. Story nearly was flawless and the ace death sets everything. And Whitebeard fights were on next level. So I think it has second best story in One Piece after another arc. Guess it and comment below. I will say its name in next video. That's it guys for today. I think I will upload post time skip arc review next Sunday. So please share this video till then. See you guys in next video.
Sayonara.